All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
This is the comp that both teams play. Shmoo Shmoo on Iron Fist, Matting Up Now on Human Torch, Goofer on Thing, Wheezy on Luna, Tony Stank on Penny, and Wade Wilson on Invisible Man. Now, Goofer's kind of feeding here because obviously he's not going to have the range to actually do anything. Thankfully it's not by much, but you know, everything adds up, right? Spider Nest put down there. Got some mines on point that get procced. Mass Up Now essentially just takes this position the entire fight, only changing it once the Human Torch comes out further, and it's a good position because you can see right into there. You can fire just continuously into that choke, but it's not the best for picks, so maybe you could be doing more, but it's at least some form of oppression, right? Spider Nest gets put down here. Now, you'll see in just a second once it gets applied that its radius is abysmal. It just barely goes past the corner, right? And this team is never going to push past this corner and walk out here. Because why would they? They have the protection of this wall, this healing station, this jump pad upwards, and this other wall here. There's no reason for them to push out. So this Spider's Nest does nothing. Johnny's flanking round as per. And you've got Squids on defense to the left to prevent their Johnny or Iron Fist from flanking round and getting free damage. Obviously it doesn't protect this side here, but they'll see any flanks, so they don't got to worry about the right. The only thing they got to worry about is the top, but Spider Nest behind protects them from that because the drop down's right there. So they're fine there, they've set up perfectly fine. Now Thing goes in first as per, because that's how you play this character. He takes a lot of damage, hits all characters, except for, you know, Johnny because he's currently flanking round, which is good, but he's fed a lot. Penny's already at quarter to getting her ult. Not good. He's taking a lot of damage, and he takes more damage once he gets out. He thankfully doesn't die because his supports are looking at him. Johnny does the first dive onto Penny. Obviously that's not going to do much, but it's applying pressure. I personally would have, if I were the Johnny, I would have shot the Spider's Nest, but it doesn't do anything anyway, so you're kind of just doing whatever, right? There's not much you can do. So Johnny comes out, still firing. He's not coming out, is he? But he's still attacking the Penny. Our Johnny up there, still not doing much. He's trying to shoot at that Johnny, but he's constantly missing, as evident by his health not by Davy's health not decreasing. Schmuck goes in to try and do a bit of damage, which he most certainly does do, but he feeds quite a lot. Once he jumps out, Penny gets up to 40 ult charge. Give it a second. There we go, 43. Whilst that's happening, these two are battling up here. Well, I'd say battling, it's more of just Matt Up is just kind of shooting in Davy's general direction whilst Davy pokes and does damage from above. As you can see, he set up his points, his fire. So, yeah. The Thing's about to get wrapped here. Oh, he already has been wrapped. So, Thing's not really doing much here, he's just feeding again. Penny gets even weaker. I'm going to keep the camera here for a bit. Penny gets even more weaker. Thing goes in, tries to deal a bit of damage. He does definitely deal some damage, I guess. Namor gets half, but obviously he's going to get instantly healed. He has the supports right there aiding him. Gopher's weak, and he gets webbed, and this is where Gopher dies and feeds even more. Penny's halfway to her ult. So he dies, ignore this. Whilst that's happening, these two are still doing whatever. Matt Up Now is still missing. He's hit Davy a few times, I guess, but who cares about that? Wade takes a lot of damage here, and unfortunately, Davy just kind of lands kills. Now, interestingly, during this time, when the Thing went in, I've gone not far enough back actually. So yeah, the supports, they weren't paying the most attention, they were healing each other. So obviously whilst that's happening, no one's healing anyone here. So that's a bit unfortunate, but you know what you gonna do, right? there's clearly no coordination here, and that's evident by the Johnny just being here the whole time. Obviously, Mattup is meant to protect the team against this, but he's not doing that. If there were comms, someone would be able to make the call out and say, hey, there's a Johnny above us, he's not dying, do something. Right, obviously you don't have characters that can really do something. I guess Penny can just turn around and shoot him, but not the best choice. So anyway, let me just reposition the camera here. So this is happening. They're looking at the team now, but they're not looking at the thing who's taking more damage because he is in them. He is in the enemy team. So he's just kind of there dying slowly. And she's missing a lot of her shots, and you'll see an abysmal miss in a second here. Yeah, all the way over there. All the way over there. Isn't that awesome? So naturally, thing dies. Because, you know, I'm going to keep the camera here. Wade's still getting dove. Wave dies now. Wade, I mean, not Wave. Wheezy takes a bit of damage. During this, these two are going up above, getting high ground. That's good. Penny's just kind of holding down there. She's going to die soon, naturally, because she can't sustain. Because how can you? Yeah, the fight's already lost at this point. Penny's just doing nothing. Luna's also not helping here because she's trying to save the Penny, but the Penny is just dead. Luna needs to get out, which she does do in a second, but something worse happens because she comes back in. Their Penny's at 65 ult charge by now. Davies still not dead. He's now half health after also using the Invisible Woman team up ability, which gives extra health resistance. Schmuck's healing up there. That's fine because, you know, what else are you going to do in Iron Fist, right? So Wheezy's just kind of doing this, whatever. Wheezy gets out, but then doesn't get out. Wheezy stays here, tries to deal more poke damage, misses, tries to heal, and is about to get poked out. Schmuck's going in thinking that he can get a kill. I mean, it makes sense because you've still got your Johnny here, but they're not coordinated. Another evidence of zero coordination because Schmuck is on the Luna, Mattup is on the Wanda, and eventually swaps over to the Namor once Wanda uses her movement ability. So nothing dies naturally. Yeah. And he still can't hit Davey, even though he totally could have. So, you know, that's just a gap. And Wheezy stays in the whole time, just being slowly poked out, and Wheezy now dies. So that's cool, I guess. What you got to do there once you just lose a fight is just get out. Right, all everyone has done now is feed. You can see the ults at the top right. Penny is a quarter off getting her ult. Supports are building their ults, and they're going to build them even more because, you know, a lot of damage has been dealt to that team. So ults just building, everyone's feeding, no one's accomplished anything at the moment. 3 people are alive, 2 people are here ready to fight. So obviously you don't go in, but Ben goes in. He doesn't notice the Penny, but now he notices. Feeding again once more. Penny at 80.
Time for some fireworks.
Things now waiting, so that's good. But Penny has set up here. You can clearly see all these mines, and also Spider Nest. You do want to get the Spider Nest, and you can very easily poke it out, because you can just see it here. If someone can just stand here, they can poke it out. You don't have to do anything special, right? But you'll see what happens. Only 2 people here. Invisible Woman in the back line, but, you know, that's fine, that's whatever. People are coming here now, finally. He gets webbed, that's fine, because he's not getting shot at. So, Tank sets off 1 mine, loses, like, what, 100 health, I believe, per mine? Or something like that, I don't remember. Charges in, gets, no, it's more than 100, it's like 150, because this heals 200, his movement ability. So, more than that. He goes in, sets off all these mines, takes a lot of damage, and naturally is about to die because he gets the combo with the mines and the Spider Nest, so... dead. In the meantime, we've got 2 flankers flanking left, because that's what flankers do. Because what else are they going to do? Luna's still not here. He went in without Luna, so that's cool. He wouldn't have sustained anyway. Penny's inting, because I guess that's what tanks do in this game. They just int. So that's cool, I guess. There, Penny's got her ult, and she uses it here, which I don't know if that's the best decision, because considering how obviously uncoordinated and terribly planned this team is, but, you know, she uses it just to confirm these 2 kills in backline. Now, she does that without looking, so you can potentially assume that this team has coordination, but maybe she just has ears. You know, the magical things that most humans have functioning. You know, it's cool if you're able to use them. It requires skill. You know, it requires self-awareness, I guess. So, you know, there's that. These 2 die naturally, just feeding. Yeah, supports aren't in position here. I should have actually kept the camera here because I knew that this was going to show up in a second. So supports aren't in position, so they're diving. The supports are still all the way back. So obviously these 2 just die, but Penny ults anyway. So that's potentially a bonus for Team Blue, Team 1, whatever. But who cares? Because this team's not winning. So she does that. Supports still aren't in position. These 2 die here. Well, I mean, not these 2, because Iron Fist does get out, but Iron Fist could have died. He at least fed a hell of a lot unnecessarily. So, Magic dies. That's pretty cool. And Penny uses ult. So now they're just feeding again. Penny's feeding. Keeping the camera here. Penny goes in. Iron Fist doing Iron Fist things, going and pressuring backline. Penny gets stunned, that's good at least. They have no support ults, but they're about to get a support ult, but there's a chance that they can cancel it because Luna is 1 shot away. This is essentially 1 shot. So, you know, Iron Fist is doing what Iron Fist needs to do, and that's pressuring backline, so that's good because that can potentially take away peel from the Penny, but the Invisible Woman is right here. Now, this is not a good position for the Invisible Woman because she is somewhat inting. If you want a good position, you could just position yourself here because you can just see everything without giving up that amount of distance. Like, whatever this is, like probably like 18 meters? Maybe like 22, like somewhere between there. It's like 18, 22. It's unnecessary meterage that she's giving. So, the blue team has a potential chance to recover here. Now, I don't know what happens, so let's see. Yeah, okay, as per. Invisible Woman didn't notice that Luna was too weak, and Luna dies before she can ult. Invisible Woman does not ult to save anyone. Iron Fist diving on backline, he's diving on the Luna. Invisible Woman does not notice, or has not turned around just yet, so this can be a potential kill. But there are spider mines, so maybe things could go bad. So let me reposition the camera. Thing's also back. Thing should be jumping into Invisible Woman right now to protect. Oh, well, okay, no, Invisible Woman just dies here unless she ults immediately.
Mine's in place.
Ooh, she avoided it, but she got poked out anyway. Schmuck gets the kill onto the Luna. So, whatever. Because this fight still is lost. No supports are alive. It does not matter. Spider Nest about to go down, but who cares about Spider Nest? Thing's inting, so that's cool. But inting, feeding, pick your poison, it's the same thing in this situation. Penny's doing it even more. Thing now jumps out, which Thing should have jumped to Invisible Woman first, because maybe that might have given enough defensive to keep her alive, or maybe you could have even body blocked for her. That's a potential thing he could be doing. But, you know, whatever. At least Schmuck gets it out alive, so that's good, I guess. Or something. Yeah, things feeding more and more, nothing's happening. So let me just speed it up because nothing's happening. Okay, E goes in, no one's here. If you make it out alive, Schmuck, very impressive, but you are feeding. Yeah, you're feeding. I don't know. I what can be said about that? Like what can be said besides you're feeding? Team's still not fully back yet. Uh I don't know. They're giving up a bunch of space for some reason. They need to push in, but they don't need to take a fight. They can get ground. You don't have to push through this big doorway. There's the side room up here. You've got the top part here that you can go through. You have options, but they're not taking these options. So they're just kind of giving space and giving point progress. I mean, obviously they're going to give point progress, but they're mainly just giving space and feeding.
Time for some fireworks.
Okay, let's just speed this up a bit. Thing goes in. He disrupts the Wanda, but not before he can cancel her movement ability, so, you know. He does the same thing again, but he manages to avoid the spider mines this time, so maybe it's more successful. Let's see. No, okay, he doesn't do anything. He hits the spider nest once, which is fine, because that's at least a damage trade, because you can't sustain the spider nest a bit more. It's less sustain on it, I should say. So that's cool, I guess. They've got 2 ults currently. They're about to get Clobber, so that could be something potentially good. But Invisible Woman has her ult, so that can just disable Clobber entirely. So whatever, I guess. Oh, Luna ults here. Okay, but she's ulted in and she's left everyone behind. So no one's getting healing here, I don't think. Oh no, okay, no, the Penny's just barely getting it. You can see the line right here. She's barely inside of it. I bet she wasn't inside of it for like a second here. Wanda's flanking up, which is good because, wow, look at that distance. So they're on 3 supports now. I've just noticed that they're on 3 supports. So they've got less overall damage pressure, but they need the extra sustain because this team is abysmal. So that's fine. Yeah, Invisible Woman ult, so nothing dies here, so we can just kinda... Okay, so things die because Wanda ult. So that's cool, I guess. Ooh, look at the seizure inducing things. So yeah, this sucks. Supernova! He doesn't need to ult this because they're obviously just going to die. You can just build your ults off of 3 supports like this, because they're going to keep healing each other and healing each other. They're not gonna get kills on you. They might potentially be able to just collaborate and get this Invisible Woman, but it might just cause one of these people here, mainly the Dagger, I'd say, because she's the weakest, to die. So maybe something could be done here to build an ult. I don't know. Okay, no, Invisible Woman doesn't die. Johnny doesn't need to use his ult, so that's a waste. Oh, okay, Cloak and Dagger just ults for no reason here, because this is wasting an ult. You're not doing anything with this. I guess maybe she's thinking like, oh, okay, I need to ult to stay on point because we've also got Invisible Woman's ult. So double support ults allows us to sustain for like 25%, I'd say. So it at least gets them to overtime or something. I don't know. Yeah. Might even kill their Invisible Woman. Now, the thing that can ruin this is their Invisible Woman ulting. The blue team's Invisible Woman ulting. Wade ulting. That could ruin this whole thing. Because right now they only need Cloak Dagger's ult. Things here, but I don't think he's going to do much. I mean, he has Clobber in time, but I do not get the impression that he's going to do it. I think he's going to get his ult cancelled here by the Penny, because he is right on the Penny. He's in good position to clobber the back line. I mean, they might just be able to walk back and dodge it, because this looks like it's close to the max range. I think the max range would be right here, I believe, maybe just a bit closer, like here. So I think maybe they can just avoid it, but I think it's going to get cancelled. Oh, no, it can't be cancelled. Look. The Cloak and Dagger has already been webbed, so the ult cannot get cancelled. The ult will go through here, and I think they're going to walk out of it. Okay, the Invisible Woman dodges it, Oh wow, it actually extended way further than I thought. Okay. So the Invisible Woman dodges it naturally. The Luna gets hit by it, but the Luna's not going to die here because the Invisible Woman will keep her up. Cloak and Dagger are also very weak, so Cloak is naturally going to die here. So I'm going to keep the camera right here. Yeah. Cloak dies. She sustains. That ult get used. It should have been used earlier to keep the Cloak alive, but you know, whatever. Luna gets hit by this. Luna doesn't die because they can't see the Luna or something. I don't know. Their Luna ults so nothing dies. Team Blue just loses this fight, so let's just speed this up. Nothing happens here.
I'm counting on you, friends.
No, just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Who cares? Nothing matters at this point. Because this team has already lost. We're halfway through. And we just speed it up, speed it up. Yeah, just keep going, just keep going, keep going. Who cares? Who cares?
Franklin and Val are gonna be so sad they missed this.
Like, they can get some good picks here because they've not got any support ults, and obviously, as you saw, oops, I went back. Obviously, as you saw, Iron Fist has ult, so maybe Iron Fist can do something. Iron Fist on Johnny, that's interesting, but Johnny's inted here, so Johnny should realistically die if Matt can just aim for once. If he could just aim for once, Johnny dies.
Looks like the missionary.
I don't care about what the rest of the match. You can watch health bars at top left, top right. Let's just see what Matup does. Okay, Matup dies here because no one's looking at him. So Matup just dies here. Yeah, okay, ignore that then. Let's go focus on the main part then. Yeah, she dies here because she's being dove by both DP, unless she can use her movement ability to get out. Oh, that's interesting. Where'd the Johnny go? Johnny's over there instead of diving. Maybe this team doesn't have coordination because the Wanda could have 100% coordinated this at the Johnny. So, good pick. But it's not enough, I would say. Yeah, Groot dies, that's cringe. But whatever, I guess. She's over here getting dove, trying to just protect herself, and the Invisible Woman can't aim, as we saw earlier. So, you know, it's a bit of a gap. He's feeding here because no one's looking at him. Oh, excuse me. He just needs to hide behind this pillar. He's not getting anything. He's not building his ult. He is not killing. He is feeding. He's on 2 spider mines. He dies here in 3, 2, 1. Okay, no, he has barrier, so he survives. He doesn't proc spider mines. Luckily enough. Maybe Schmuck can get the pick here, but yeah, okay, good. But the back line's about to die, so this fight's not winnable unless Wheezy uses his light screen ability thing to keep backline up. Not backline, tank.
Protective shield compromised.
Oh, okay, cool. Tank survives, but Cloak's about to die. Invisible Woman did not notice. Invisible Woman stepped on a spider mine, so that's cool. You took a spider mine without shooting it, that's cool. Schmuck's going right in on Spider Nest, manages to avoid them, that's cool. If they hit him, he would have just died, I'd say, maybe. But he got lucky there. Cloak's still not getting healed. Schmuck's still going in. He's on backline now, but he's not going to get anything because they're both together. They're going to sustain each other. So what this is false hope. It's just false hope. So I'm just going to look away because he's not going to do anything. Wait a second. The Luna's turned away. The Invisible Woman is still getting dove, but she's got peel from the Penny. Penny's turned around, but he's not going on the one that's diveable. Schmuck! You lost your pressure. You applied a bunch of pressure, and they gave you so much ground. No one was watching, but you didn't do anything with it. How unfortunate. Well goes in, hits a backline. Okay, and then, you know, that's just how that works. You feed here, so that's whatever, I guess. Oh no, you make it out, you make it out. Magneto feeds again, he doesn't do anything. Ooh, he built ult in time, I wasn't paying attention to that. My bad, my apologies, Magneto, but he misses it. Hold on, let me see that. Let me see that. I didn't get a good view of that. So what does he throw it on? Yeah. So he tries to throw it on the Wanda, and hoping that he can hit the Invisible Woman because they're right next to each other. But he. Okay. These two, Groot's inting here. There's no one here. I guess Punisher's up here, but Groot's just inting. Does he die? No. Okay, that was. It already hit him. So he doesn't die. You die. Schmuck is inting. Oh no, he's trying to get to the healing, but I think he just dies. Groot's feeding. Okay, yeah, he gets out. He forces Johnny ult, so that's kind of cool. This Johnny loves to throw his ults away. So I'd say that's a good trade for, like, one ult for nothing. So that's good. It wasn't intentional, but, you know, it worked out that way. Massup doesn't do anything, so let's just watch him die. Okay, cool. This is just a mess. Johnny goes in, tries to do something, doesn't do anything. Nothing happens here, nothing happens. Cool. Okay. Johnny's on Wanda, I guess. Or something, I don't know. Schmuck's in backline, diving supports again. Let's see who's paying attention again. So, Wanda... what angle is that? Wanda is paying... Yeah, okay, Wanda's looking at the Magneto, not to her left. So if the Luna walks back a bit, the Wanda will see, and then Schmuck will get poked out. Namor's not looking as well, so this is good positioning from the Iron Fist, I guess, because where else are you going to stand? Though this turret's going to constantly poke at you. So, it doesn't matter because this game's not winnable. Oh, he gets frozen. So the snow protects herself. Cool. Oh, he gets the pick somehow. That's cool, I guess. He dies anyway, so it's a trade. Luna's inting, Invisible Woman's inting. She ults for some reason, for no good reason. Magneto's probably gonna die to it. Gets Groot somehow, for some reason. Groot uses his ult to try and protect himself, but that doesn't happen. Cloak and Dagger died at some point, I wasn't paying attention to that. But who cares? She does that for no reason because there's only 2 people alive, so that's an ult that you get for free. But nothing's gonna happen with it. Just fast forward because nothing's happening, who cares, who cares? Okay, Wanda's goes in, gets aggression from the Johnny. Schmuck's kinda just... Do you need all this height? Yeah, mate? You could just hide behind the door here. You don't gotta go all the way up there. It ain't necessary. I guess he's obviously going for the Johnny, right? But it's just a funny picture. It's just seeing Iron Fist all the way up here. The swapped positions. That's pretty good. I like that. More people should do that. Just swap positions with other characters for no reason. Yeah, Johnny's inting dies. That's cool. At least you hit him in the back of the head, right? Oops, I went back. So Iron Fist gets cocky just a bit. Oh, he died immediately! Okay, well, yeah, Iron Fist got cocky, you got cocky. We don't even need to see the playback on that, because you just went in. Yeah, again, support inting. The Luna, there's nowhere really the Luna can stand because this part's destroyed here. I guess you could just stand up here and get seen by the entire enemy team. But, I guess, yeah, because the stairs are here, you won't be able to see these fools. So, the only place to stand is here. But it's obviously not the best place. I don't think that was necessary, both ults, but... Didn't even do anything. Yeah, well, they don't sustain it anyway, so Namor wastes all... Tanks die, and the fight's lost here. The fight just gets lost here. No one can recontest in time. Where's Iron Fist? Okay, no, Iron Fist has touch, but that's it. Iron Fist needs to wait. No, Iron Fist just goes in immediately. He doesn't get touch, and the match is lost. So that's pretty pathetic, I would say, from blue team. Red team did give out a lot of positions at some points. But it really didn't matter. Namor didn't even die. His stat lineup: 001522 777666 00031. No tanks got any assists. Not a single tank got an assist. So that's cool, I guess. And somehow Invisible Woman gets the most healing, but that makes sense, I guess, because what is Red Team gonna heal? But how does Invisible Woman get the most healing? Because Invisible Woman missed her shots the majority of the time. I guess Wheezy spent more time dead than alive in team fights. Or something, I don't know. So that's cool, I guess. Terrible. Abysmal. Oh, he's played another match. Abysmal. Abysmal. What a joke. Let's just quickly just see. I can't view career on that player. I can view... No, I can't view career on that player. Can I view career? I can't view career... Can I not view career on anyone? Okay, whatever then. We can only view career on Schmuck. I can't even view career on Schmuck because I'm already on his career. Okay, cool.